The road safety race is a multiplayer quiz game in which each player has to answer a set of road safety questions in order to reach the finish line. To play this game, you will first need to select the number of players that will participate in the race. You can have up to 4 players in each race. After selecting the number of players, each player will then take their turn in selecting a member of the RSA family to use as a race character. And once that's done, the play button will appear in the bottom right hand side of the screen. You can click the cancel button if you'd like to make some changes. With all that done, we're ready to race. Each player has a lane in which they will stay in, and a vehicle which is set 3 steps behind them at the beginning of the race. The race works with rounds. In a given round of play, each player will be asked a question from one of the following categories: 10 basic rules, road signs, and road knowledge. The round will be updated after every player has answered a question in the current round. Should a player answer a question correctly, they will move a step forward towards the finish line and receive 5 points. The vehicle also moves a step forward with them. But should they fail, they will stay in place while the vehicle moves 1 step forward. If you have not figured it out already, the 3 steps that the vehicle maintains behind the player is the number of lives the player has. For each question they get wrong, the vehicle moves a step forward and the player loses a life. Should the player get 3 questions wrong, they will be eliminated from the race. To win the race, you only have to answer 5 questions correctly. It's that simple. If the race has more than 1 player and has gone through 5 rounds of play, with some players having the same number of points, the race will switch to sudden death. This means for the race to end, the player having a higher position on the leaderboard must have more points than the player that is immediately below them at the end of a round. The race will continue as long as there are players having the same number of points. Another way for the race to end is if there's only 1 player remaining. Lest we forget, the race is also against time. You will have 10 seconds to answer each question you are given. Should you fail to answer the question in good time, you will lose a life. So you better have your road safety knowledge hat on. The secret to winning the race is learning the rules of road safety and passing the classroom quizzes as a student in the academy. And we almost forgot to tell you, each player has supporters. Yes, you have fans. What's a good race without a good support system? Your supporters will respond to you as you play. Should you get a question wrong, they will be sad. Should you get a question right, they will be happy. Keep your fans happy. So call your friends, family, classmates, workmates, anyone and everyone. It's time to race.